Hey guys, Trippy Kozak with you, and today I'm going to talk to you about Pantheon PvP. It's out in 2 days, April 2nd. We're thinking anywhere around from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern. That's when it's going to come out on Wednesday. And in this video, I will talk to you about group compositions, about PvP rule set, officially from their website, where we're going to level, what guild I'm in, and just the overall plan on how we're planning to get ahead of most of the people, and just in general how it's all gonna happen. So let's start with PvP rule set first of all. So this coming right from their website, right? So first of all, PvP obviously is only going to be available on PvP servers. It will not be enabled on existing services. That's a given. Of course, all of a sudden PvP is not going to be enabled on Black Moon server, for example, right? So you have nothing to worry about it. If you don't want a PvP, you don't need to be worried about that. There's no class balancing for PvP. Some classes will feel more powerful than others in PvP. You decide how you want to play. In my opinion, that's one of the best things there can be in a PvP game. Balance kills the fun out of it. If you look at super balanced PvP games, and I'm not talking about first-person shooters PvP, I'm strictly talking about MMORPG PvP. Balance is not the way to go. If you want a group PvP, you want it to be fun. This is my personal opinion. I don't think that balance should be there, because you can be playing any other class and it will feel like any other class. There's no point, right? It's whoever is going to click first, whoever is going to do the rotation better is going to win. Here we have to think about group dynamics, right? What's the good group composition? Do we need to set up a second box account with a scout at the entrance to dungeons? Stuff like that, right? Like, do we make this cleric put a shield on a wizard? Who do we kill first? Who's attacking us? Who's going to do more DPS? Stuff like that. I think it's super fun to do it that way. We're going to see some crazy group compositions, I think. Yes, there should be some, obviously, glitch fixes and bug fixes in PvP, but I'm talking about overall general. If the game is ironed out, if there's no glitch skills that do more DPS than they should be, and all that will be ironed out. This is still an early access game. So that's my opinion on it. This is a lawless land. There will be no GM support for contesting content. It is up to you to shape the world. Order to chaos, PvP community will decide. Okay, so there's no rules. It's basically Wild West, right? There's going to be kill stealing. There's going to be scamming. There's going to be all you want. It's PvP, free for all. You do whatever you want. You can spawn camp if you want, which is pretty cool in my opinion too. I like that. PvP can only be engaged within 5 levels of each other. Okay, so this is very important as well. You will not see ganking. So let's say you're just wanting to level quietly and you don't want to be ganked at least by somebody, who is way higher level than you. So level 40, level 30 won't be able to kill a level 5 or a level 10. It has to be 5 levels within each other. So 20s can engage with 15s, 20s can engage with 25s. 25s, however, can we engage with 25s and 20s. So this is super cool. I think, the way what we're going to do in our static group, which I will talk to a little bit later on, is we're going to strive to get ahead in those 2 days, in the first 2 days, 3rd and 4th. That's where most of the people are going to play maximum. Like, we're going to be playing, I'm going to be streaming like 24 hours in a row, then sleep a little bit, then stream again. Get as high a level as possible, because that allows you to find gear and gear out your twinks, and then you can have like a level 10 twink, a level 5 twink, if that's what you want to do, right? But we're not stopping at any particular level. Like some groups I heard are going to be only level until 15, and that's where they're going to stay. But I don't know, what gear are you going to get 15? You can't even max out your armor smithing. You can't even craft T3 stuff if you're that level. So we're aiming to get to level 40. If that's the case, we're going to get to level 40 eventually. But in those 2 days, I think it's fair to say that we'll get anywhere from 15 to 20. At least that's the goal. PvP combat begins at level 5. So till level 5, you're safe. General inventory can be looted from player corpses by other players. Equipped gear cannot. So what that means, general inventory can be looted from player corpses. Your gold that's on you And anything that's outside of the bags, you know, those 10 slots that you have above the bags, that will be looted. Your gear can't be looted. You won't lose what's in your bags, and you won't lose what's on your body. You will only lose those if you have something on those 10 slots. If you're farming, let's say if you've been farming for many hours, that's what can be looted outside of your bags, plus the silver that you have. So another tip I will give you here is a good idea. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have a stealth rogue wherever we level with bags on him, and we're gonna be giving him the stuff while he's hidden, so we can't die with the gear. So we basically, it's gonna be our mule. It's gonna be a mule character that we're always gonna be opening trades with and passing him all our gear. I probably shouldn't be telling you about this tip, but if you're subscribed to me and you know who I am, you know I like to give away secrets. Damage. The in-combat state between players will end up to 10 seconds of not taking PvP damage. So if you got out of range, in 10 seconds, you're not flagged anymore. That's it. Damage and healing PvP combat will be scaled differently from PvE content. We have to see how that's going to work. I'm not sure how that's going to work at all. Hopefully my cleric will still do pretty good healing. But it is what it is. By the way, I just gave it up. I'm rolling a cleric. My main is a cleric. We needed a cleric. I know how to play him really well. I know very good rotations. I know how to conserve mana. I'm going to be playing a cleric. There's no friendly fire between players in the same group or guild. So if you're in the same guild or you group up with people from different guilds but you're in the same group, you can't be attacked. You can't attack each other. So there's not going to be like, at least in my opinion, there's not going to be like a person just like going with you and then backstabbing you, you know, unless maybe he drops group. But if he drops group, you're already ready for him. Like, you're like, why did he drop group, right? So you're aware that's, anyways, we're going to be playing with a guild anyways, so that's not going to be the case. Players not in your group or guild will default as an offensive target. You can control left click to target them defensive. Players not in your group or guild will default as an offensive target. Okay, so anyone who's not in your group will be considered flagged for PvP. If you don't want him to be flagged for PvP, let's say he's not in your guild, but he's not like tagged in your guild, but you know he's from your guild and you don't want to kill him by accident, you can control left click him, and that's it. He's gonna be on your side. Basically, like, you can't attack him. After dying in PvP combat, players will receive a buff that makes them immune to PvP combat for 90 seconds. So after you die, you get 90 seconds to deal with whatever you want to deal with. Server shard selection is disabled on PvP servers, so there's going to be only one shard. There's not going to be shard hopping for for rogues looking for chests and all the shards. Is going to be one shard, and that's it. So these are the rule sets so far. I don't know if there's going to be more. If there's some more details that came from the Japa stream, maybe. Now let's talk about the guild. The guild that we're in is called Faceless Tax Collectors. That's a conglomerate from a very well-known guild called Faceless. They're very well-known guild from EverQuest. They still have, they're probably top 5 guilds all time from EverQuest. They have some records, some times that they did the raids. One of the first ones to kill somebody from what I know. I haven't played with them in EverQuest 1, but I know they're very well known. I talked to some people who know them. Very well organized, one of the best organized, everybody says, guilds out there that they've ever experienced. And to prove my point, they created this spreadsheet, right, where everybody from Faceless can say who they're going to play, what group they're in, pick their character, say how many hours they're gonna play. You know, in their Discord right here, you have looking for group, so where you can say we need a person for group 9 to fill if it's not filled yet. You know, a static group. Whole bunch of, as you see, raid channels, whole bunch of group channels where we're gonna be sitting, whole bunch of channels for discussion, regular guild chat, a whole bunch of stuff, guys. So we're in group 9. I'm a cleric. We got our second player is Anubis. He's going to be a paladin. We got a wizard for cats, summoner for metamix, enchanter for broccoli, monk for pulling. Now, this is a straight up leveling guild with intent to to have pretty good DPS. This guy really wanted to play Monk. We talked about it, and he's very, very experienced. In fact, I'll show you something that he experienced in one of the servers in regards to a guild called Subterfuge. Anyway, so always the reason this composition is good, Cleric can obviously bubble and heal. Paladin, the reason we chose Paladin instead of Warrior or Dire Lord is because Paladin can heal a little bit too, and he can yonk. He can basically chain somebody to him. So the idea is to either yonk a healer and quickly DPS dump on him, or yonk their best DPSer and quickly kill him. Obviously, that's going to be the dynamics are still to be determined. We don't know how PvP is actually going to work, how the damage is going to work. We can only guess, but that's where the idea kind of came from. A little bit of extra heal and basically the ability to pull, and they're obviously pretty good tanks. I've grouped up with a whole bunch of tanks, paladins at 20 and above, 30 and above, and they're pretty good. They don't hold aggro the best, but good enough to do anything in the game. Wizard, obviously, very experienced guy, Kets. He has a level 38 wizard on Black Moon. He just very good at mana management and extremely well DPS, like crazy. He knows where to get all the gear. He knows what he needs, just like everyone else in our static group. Summoner Metamix, cool guy, very good crafter on Black Moon as well. He's going to play the Summoner. Summoner's a great at DPS, plus an extra pet. Enchanter, obviously, you can we don't know how messes are going to work in PvP yet, but you need it for group composition to pool well. If you overpool, he can mesmerize other ads and stuff like that. And obviously a Monk, he's going to be a great pooler as well. He knows the game really well. He can DPS, he can do whatever, right? So that's our group composition, guys. This is our starting 6 that we're going to be starting with, and go from there. Now let me show you a couple of things, just a couple of cool, funny things from Faceless Guild, just to show you how serious they get about their stuff. So I don't know if you guys know about Cameo, but Cameo is a website where you can hire like actors and such to do like basically an ad for you. So this was when they were running the EverQuest Guild. They hired I forgot the guy's name.
This message is going out to Am.
What's his name? Jesus, T something T. Anyways, I forgot his name. But they hired this guy to kind of do an advertisement for their guild, and check it out.
Okay, this message is going out to Amtrak. You motherfuckers think you know how to play video games. You ain't even ready, all right? Faceless is going to own you. They're going to drag you. They're going to make you want to quit playing games. On the 16th, y'all motherfuckers really ain't ready, little bitches. It's going to be a real problem, all right? Amtrak. Amateurs. Sounds like amateurs, okay? Faceless, these motherfuckers do not play, okay? So on March 16th, get ready. Just find something else to do. Maybe you should start reading books. I think a lot of times since you play a lot of video games, you don't get to read as much books. Well, after they make you motherfuckers retire, they have a lot of time to read some books, okay? Faceless is going in. You've been warned, all right?
So they were going back and forth with this guild Amtrak that were hiring Cameo guys too, just so you get like a feel for it, So these guys don't screw around, right? Yeah, so that's basically it. I wanted to say something else. Let me just remember. Oh yeah. So obviously we had like a pre-meet. We talked to every single person in our group. Everybody is excited. Everybody's ready to play, and everybody's ready to give it all on April 2nd, guys. So if you see us on the PvP server, I'd think twice before attacking us. I'd really think hard before going into battle with us. I'm going to be streaming, like I said, but I'm going to be running a huge delay. You're not going to be able to see our mana. I'll blur all that out. You're not going to be able to see our chat. And obviously I'll be making compilations with kills after the lives, just so you can see the PvP kills and stuff like that. I'm not gonna tell you our idea. All I can tell you is we're all gonna be on Throne Fast. In Throne Fast, we're not gonna be in Wild Zan. Most of us are gonna be in Throne Fast. That's where we're gonna be starting. But as far as where we're gonna level and our leveling plan, I don't want to tell you because of stream sniping and also because figure it out on your own. It's PvP server after all. All right, guys. Kozak out. Hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you on the battlefield.